One of the smartest moves you can make in 2025, whether you're buying a primary home or looking for long-term upside, is getting into a Charleston neighborhood before the rest of the market catches on. In a city like this, where lifestyle, history, and limited land all intersect, timing your purchase in the right area can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars in equity down the road. But here's the thing. Most people are chasing headlines. They go after neighborhoods everyone already knows about. Downtown Charleston, the beaches, Mount Pleasant, and while all those are great, they're also priced accordingly. What I want to show you today are the Charleston neighborhoods that are still undervalued in 2025. The places that aren't in the spotlight just yet, but are quietly gaining serious traction. Now, I'm not talking about distressed or high-risk areas. Everything I'm going to cover has a median price of around $400,000 or higher, and we're looking at real indicators of future value. Infrastructure investment, school development, lifestyle access, and more importantly, buyer demand that's already picking up. Let's get into it. First up is Carolina Bay in West Ashley. Carolina Bay has been one of the most overlooked neighborhoods in Charleston for the past few years, but that's finally starting to change. It's located just off Glenn McConnell Parkway, which puts you about 20 minutes from downtown and 15 from the airport. What makes Carolina Bay stand out is its combination of price point, location, and amenities. You've got homes in the $400,000 to $600,000 range with plenty of square footage, walkable green space, dog parks, multiple pools, and a real neighborhood feel. West Ashley, as a whole, has taken longer to gentrify than other parts of Charleston, but Carolina Bay is becoming one of those starter luxury pockets. It's drawing in families who want Mount Pleasant-like features without that price tag. Add in new grocery stores, ongoing road expansions, and retail development nearby, and demand is climbing up fast. Next is Tupelo and Copiahy Sound in North Mount Pleasant. Everyone knows Mount Pleasant is in demand, but North Mount Pleasant is where things are expanding the fastest. It's still relatively affordable compared to the southern half. Tupelo and Copiahy Sound are two neighborhoods that don't get nearly enough attention. Median prices here are in the 500s, and you're surrounded by homes in the 800s or higher. That kind of price gap usually leads to natural price compression over time. What I love about this area is how peaceful and scenic it is. Copiahy backs up right to the Intracoastal. You're tucked away in nature, but still have access to top-rated schools, newer grocery stores, and you can hit the beach in just 20 minutes. Inventory here has stayed low, which has kept appreciation gradual, but that's changing fast. As more buyers get priced out of South Mount Pleasant, they're looking north, and these neighborhoods are the next in line to benefit. Third on this list is the Ponds in Somerville. Now, Somerville isn't exactly a hidden gem anymore, but the Ponds still flies under the radar when it comes to value. It's a master-planned community with walking trails, lakes, historic oak trees throughout, and an on-site YMCA. And yet, homes still sell in the 400s and 500s. What drives value here isn't just the price, it's the community design and the quality of life. Unlike some newer developments, the Ponds doesn't really feel copy and paste suburb. It has character. You also have access to Dorchester District 2 schools, which are among the best public schools in the Charleston area. And now that people realize how quick the drive is to Volvo, Boeing, and even parts of North Charleston, buyers who would have overlooked this neighborhood 5 years ago are coming back around. Fourth is Oakfield on Johns Island. Johns Island has seen a ton of development in recent years, but Oakfield stands out for its potential upside. It hasn't been fully priced in yet. You're just off Maybank Highway, so your commute to downtown and Charleston is still manageable. At the same time, you're only a short drive from Kiowa and Seabrook, which adds lifestyle value that most neighborhoods simply can't offer. Median prices here sit in the high 400s to low 500s, but you're surrounded by neighborhoods with estate homes in the 800s and beyond. As development continues along Maybank and River Road, Oakfield becomes more central without losing the quiet, low-country charm that makes Johns Island unique. Buyers want space, nature, and newer homes, and Oakfield delivers that without the premium we're seeing on other parts of the island. Fifth is Shell Point in Mount Pleasant, specifically east of Coleman Boulevard. This little pocket is seriously underrated. Shell Point sits between Rifle Range and Ben Sawyer Boulevard. You can be on Sullivan's Island in just 5 minutes, but the neighborhood is just tucked away enough that the prices haven't spiked yet. Homes here range from 600 to 700s, depending on size, but if you zoom out, you're surrounded by places like Old Village, Ion, and the Groves, where homes easily run into the multi-millions. If you care about walkability, beach proximity, and schools, Shell Point is one of the strongest value buys in Mount Pleasant right now. It's not flashy, but if you know how to spot value based on location and compression, this one should absolutely be on your radar. And last but not least is Mixon in North Charleston, right by Park Circle. Now, I know that Park Circle has become more and more popular, but Mixon still hasn't peaked. This neighborhood blends an urban, walkable feel with newer construction and surprisingly obtainable prices. You've got restaurants, coffee shops, a boutique hotel, and one of the only private swim clubs in the area, all within walking distance. Homes are still selling in the mid to high 400s, with townhomes often priced even lower. Here's why that matters. North Charleston's commercial footprint is expanding. With city investment and new development around the circle, Mixon offers a downtown lifestyle without the downtown price tag or parking headaches. So, what actually makes a Charleston neighborhood undervalued in 2025? Let's break that down. Undervalued does not mean cheap. It means the price today doesn't yet reflect the future demand. Here's what I look for. Are the surrounding areas more expensive? because that usually creates upward pressure. Is the city investing in roads, parks, schools, or grocery stores nearby? Does the neighborhood offer beach access, walkability, or a strong sense of community? Is it zoned for highly rated public schools? Are homes starting to sell faster, maybe even within days of listing? Every single neighborhood I just mentioned checks multiple boxes. Now, just so we're clear, some of those areas that used to be undervalued probably aren't anymore. Nexton is a great example. Still a solid choice, but the pricing has caught up. Same with Hunt Club in West Ashley. Once a deal, now fully priced in. And Wando East in Mount Pleasant. It had a great upside 5 years ago, but now the price fully reflects that. If you're looking for appreciation or just trying to get into a great neighborhood before it's fully matured, the key is simple. Look where the market is expanding, not where it's already arrived. Here are a few quick tips if you're planning on buying in one of these areas. Watch the days on market. If homes are selling in under a week, you need to be ready to move quickly. Get pre-approved early. Once buyers catch on, these homes don't last. Ask about HOA restrictions. Some of these communities are still developing, and rules may vary. And finally, don't just follow the crowd. The best opportunities are usually just next door to where everyone else is buying. In Charleston, appreciation isn't just about time, it's about timing. Right now in 2025, there are neighborhoods that remind me of Mount Pleasant back in 2012 or Park Circle in 2016. If you want to get ahead of the market and make a smart move, these undervalued neighborhoods are where I'd start looking. Whether you're buying a home to live in or you're buying to invest, getting in before the curve always puts you in the best position to win. And if you're curious which of these areas makes the most sense for your situation, or if you want early access to homes before they hit the market, reach out. I see more properties before they're listed than anyone else in Charleston, and I'd be happy to help you find the right fit.